What's up, Digidestins? This is Kyle D, better known as RideMyAvatar, and today we're going to bring you something from the future for EX-05, but a deck profile nonetheless. I'm excited for this one, and let's talk about it, shall we? So first off, let's get into the deck profile itself. We are going to be playing one Moonmon. Moonmon is great because of the effect it has. So when you would play a Tamer with Nightclaw or Life Fang in its traits, this Digimon may Digivolve into a Digimon card in your hand. So it's not bad, it's not terrible. I feel like the red one is going to be a lot more beneficial, and from my testing, it is showing to be a little bit more in the benefit. Sunmon is what one you really want to have, and that's for the fact of that when you have Sunmon is when this top Digi Evolution card is placed as its Digi Evolution card by an effect, this Digimon may Digivolve into a card from your hand with a Digi Evolution cost reduced by 1. So being able to downgrade yourself is the name of the game. So I think Sunmon's just a little bit better because you want to take the top, move it down by your rookie's effects, and just so on and so forth. But 4 of these guys is what you really want to play at. You could do the reverse way. It's not bad, either or, depending on what you feel like is the necessity and how you're playing your deck is how you're going to go. 4 of Lunamon, my baby, my girl. My beautiful girl. So Lunamon is very powerful because start of main phase by returning one of your Digimon to your hand, gain 2 memory. So really solid. Then you can main effect by placing the top Digi Evolution card of Nightclaw or Life Fang to the bottom of the Digi Evolutions, gain 2 memory. So what's really nasty about a combo with this deck is depending on what one you open up, you have to play slightly differently. So your opening hand depends on what you do. So if Lunamon's in your opening hand and you have the champion, you want to go Luna and Raising, play the champion. That is usually the game plan. If you have the other one, which is Coronamon, you want to go play Tamer and then do your combo shenanigans. Because Coronamon here says, start a main phase. If you have a Tamer with Lightclaw or Knife Fang in its traits, gain 1 memory. So it's sort of a little less memory, but kind of does the same thing. You just won't have the excess. But Coronamon's really solid, and then does the same thing in Inheritable by placing the top card of your Digi Evolution card with Light Fang or Nightclaw in its Digi Evolutions to the bottom of this Digi Evolution, gain 2 memory. So that is really useful because you want to Digivolve and then go back up. It uses a lot of the video game reference because that's how you would play it in the Dawn and Dusk. You had to Digivolve up, then Digivolve to get the more levels up. So that's kind of where you want to go with. Then you have 4 Flaremon. Flaremon has a really powerful skill. So Flaremon is really good because it can Digivolve on top of any Light Fang or Nightclaw level 3. But on play, when Digivolving, reveal the top 3 cards of your deck, add 1 card with Light Fang in it and 1 card with Nightclaw or Galaxy among them to your hand. Place the rest at the bottom of the deck in any order, and then your turn, Inheritable plus 2000 DP. The red will have plus 2000 DP in its line, while the blue has, on your opponent's turn, plus 2000 DP. So, then we have Liskimon. So, on play, when Digivolving, reveal the top 3 cards, add 1 Nightclaw, and with its, then you grab the counterpart of Light Fang or you know who, Galaxy. So basically you have plenty of targets to be able to intertwine with this. The more randomized your deck is and 50-50, the better your odds of being able to +2 in your situations. So being able to also have the Inheritable opponent's turn plus 2000 DP helps get around weird numbers, and you get some decent bonuses. Then we do have 4 Flaremon. Flaremon can Digivolve on top of a Light Fang or Nightclaw, but also has, when you would play or Digivolve into this card, if you have a Digimon with Light Fang or Nightclaw or Galaxy in its traits, if it has 3 or more Digi Evolution cards, reduce it by 2. So basically you can hard play them for 5, or as long as you have a stack, or you're Digivolving and you get it for 1. So really nasty. On play, when Digivolve, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with 5000 DP or less, but also your turn, this Digimon gets plus 2000 DP. Really powerful skill. I think being able to remove a a champion at most times is really good, but that DP bonus really helps throw in for other effects later. Then we do have for Crescent. So Crescent or Crescent. So same thing inheritable wise, same thing main effect as Flaremon, that you know, on play stuff like that. But it has an on play when digivolving. One of your opponent's Digimon cannot suspend until the end of your opponent's turn. So mitigating the ability to be able to swing is huge, or block. So it just straight up says, nah, bro, you're not doing anything. So opponent's turn, this Digimon gets plus 2000 DP. So really powerful defensively. I think Crescent is like one of those things that you want to be using more often than not. But yeah, the deck kind of just builds itself. You could really build everything from the set. Then we have Dianemon, my baby girl. So like Fang, Nightclaw for a cost of 4. So it has blocker when digivolving, when attacking. So it is for each of the Digi Evolution cards, you trash one of your opponent's Digimon's Digi Evolution card. Then all your opponent's Digimon with no Digi Evolution card cannot suspend until the end of opponent's turn. So at least really nice being able to stun, lock, or anything like that. But all turns, when a Digimon card is being removed from your opponent's stack, this card may unsuspend. So it lets you multi-attack, get you some free damage. Really not bad. I think you want to end on her, but you can always tuck her away for later. Then we do have Apollomon at 4. Apollo is really solid here, so that, you know, same thing as Light Fang and Dianemon's for cost of 4 on the Light Fang or Nightclaw. They all have that black text of something. And then it has when digivolving Blitz. And then your turn, for every 3 Digi Evolution card, the Digimon gains security +1. And then when a card is removed from your opponent's security stack, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with DP less than or equal to this Digimon. So it's good to be able to pop threats. You can get really big numbers and control the board that way. And it's really nasty. So very powerful, in my opinion. Then we do have 3 Grace Nova, because your end of turn, start of your, you have Ko and Sayo, and then Sayo and Ko just doing their shenanigans. But he's a blocker. He's security +1. Very restricted to Apollo and Diana. You have to Joggerus with them, so really good there. But if you DNA Digivolve, trash 8 Digi Evolution cards from one of your opponent's Digimon, then delete one of your opponent's Digimon with sources less than or equal to this Digimon. Really nasty. Gets rid of any protective skills very easily. But all turns, if the Digimon would be removed from the battle area by opponent's effect by trashing 2 sources, this Digimon doesn't leave battle area. The only thing it doesn't get around is DP minusing and you know, battle, but that's fine. Grace Nova at 3 I think is fine. You want to just have him at 3. Then the mem setter of the deck is Ko and Sayo. Sayo is a 4 cost, but on play or main, by suspending this tamer, place the top card of your Digi Evolution, Light Fang or Nightclaw at the bottom. Then you can Digivolve to one of your Digimon for free. Not bad. I think having it as the mem setter is really solid. And then you got Sayo and Ko, the blue one. This lets you Joggerus on your opponent's turn. So by taking the same level Digimon that is on the board and play it for free, it gets returned to your hand at the end of opponent's turn, but you can also DNA Digivolve. So that's going to be really nasty. So I think this is really solid. It's being able to make it so you get into Grace Nova on your opponent's turn, which you want to do. And then your turn, when an effect places the top card to your Digi Evolution to the bottom, so you can suspend the tamer, gain a memory. So it helps extend your plays, does a lot of shenanigans. So the 4 tamers, really solid. Then we do have 2 Good Night Moon. So this card, I think, is really powerful. One of your opponent's Digimon and one of their tamers cannot suspend until the end of opponent's turn. Then you may play 1 tamer with Nightclaw or Light Fang traits from your hand without paying its cost. I like it. I think it's useful. It's going to be very beneficial. I think having just 2 of it's really good. Then we have Viva's Blow at 2. So Viva's Blow deletes one of your opponent's Digimon with the lowest DP. Then, if you have a tamer in play, retire one of your opponent's Light Fang, Nightclaw, Galaxy from your trash to your hand. So it gets some cycling back. And I think being able to remove a small threat is useful because sometimes, depends on the matchup, you don't want to remove, you can't always delete the big guy if they're swinging with the big guy first, and that just doesn't help out. And then we do play 2 of each memory boost. Memory boost is very important in the deck, and I think just having both of them is going to be really nice. You want to be able to search pieces and stuff like that. Yes, it's inconsistent. You want to have a dual color memory boost, to be honest with you, but, you know, you have to work with what you got. The trainings don't work here because the way we Digivolve up and weirdly do things, we can't use them properly, and that's kind of a big no-no. So I think this is pretty solid for a list. I think this is exactly what you want to build and do. So guys, hopefully you enjoyed the deck list, and hopefully this kind of sparks the ideas of what you want to build. So hopefully guys, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, stay safe, stay healthy, and I'll catch you next one. Peace!